an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Thanks to you, because you've been telling us this morning whether you want Britain's new World Heavyweight Boxing Champion to be dropped from the shortlist of the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award. Tyson Fury criticised, as you know, for sexist and homophobic comments on women. He said, amongst other things, "I believe a woman's best place is in the kitchen and on her back." He also compared homosexuality to paedophilia, saying, "There are only three things that need to be accomplished before the devil comes home. One of them is homosexuality being legal in countries. One of them is abortion. And the other one is paedophilia." He went on, "Who would have thought that in the 50s and the 60s that those first two would be legalised?" Effectively saying that if those three things happen, it will be the end of the world. The devil will come. Plus, on Jessica Ennis-Hill, he said she looks quite fit when she's got a dress on. And he said she slaps up good. Tyson Fury defended everything he said when he rang into Jerry Vine's Radio 2 programme yesterday and was asked why he should win Sports Personality of the Year.
If it's about personalities, then I should win this hands down. If it's about sporting achievements, then I should win it hands down, because there's been no other heavyweight in a long, long, long time, or boxer from England who's been to a super champion's backyard, the reigning heavyweight champion of the world for 11 years, who's going down in history as one of the greatest heavyweight fighters of all time, in people's opinions. And I've been to Germany in his own back garden, dethroned him, and I'm representing Great Britain and Ireland. There's never, ever been that before. So that's an achievement that will never, ever be done again.
The criticism is about the comments afterwards, for example, saying Jessica Ennis-Hill slaps up good, looks good in a dress, and a woman's best place is in the kitchen and on her back.
Well, yeah, I did say that. So, and can you just rephrase the first statement you made? Jessica Ennis slaps up good. Do you really know what that means? It means she looks good when she's got makeup on. And is that a crime if I think a woman looks good in a dress?
I don't know. I think the objection is maybe that the comment is on how Jessica looks rather than on her achievements.
Well, I wasn't asked on her achievements. I was asked a question about Jessica Ennis, and I do think she looks really fit in a dress. That's just my opinion. If there's people out there who think she looks ugly, well, they should keep their opinions to themselves.
And then just the other one I wanted to ask you about, Tyson, was this thing that
Please keep them coming.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there who want to hear what all this is going on about.
Sure. You say that there are three things that need to be accomplished before the devil comes home, meaning I think the devil takes charge of everything. And one of them is homosexuality being legal.
Homosexuality, abortion, and paedophilia.
Right. And
them three things need to be accomplished before the world finishes. Now, that's what the Bible tells me, right? So it may take a while before them three things have to be accomplished, but make no mistake, them three things must be accomplished before the world finishes. Whether it takes 1,000 years, 2,000, 10,000 years, 2 days, who knows how long it's going to take, well, them three things need to be accomplished. Now, that ain't my opinions. I didn't say that. That's what the Bible tells me, and that's all I said. I didn't say I've got a problem with homosexuals or abortionists or paedophiles. I didn't say I'm with it or against it. I just stated what I am taught through my scriptures.
Right, let's talk to Peter Fury, who is Tyson's uncle and trainer. Thank you very much for talking to us, Peter Fury. Obviously,
you're welcome.
It's an outstanding sporting achievement. Absolutely, unbelievably brilliant. I think everybody agrees on that. What do you think about this petition to remove Tyson's name from the spotty shortlist?
It's up to everybody's opinion. It's how they perceive Tyson. World is if you're trying to get everybody to like you, then it's a poor job. There's a lot of people out there, and everybody's got a different opinion, a different view on everybody's comments. So it just depends how they view it, and they'll be for and against winning the competition. So there's not much I can really add to it.
Do you think he should be withdrawn from the shortlist?
No, I don't. He gives his opinions. He hasn't got a key in his back. He's not a robot. There is freedom of speech. We're in 2015, and you know, if he's offensive, he needs to explain his actions and, you know, move on from there. But he's entitled to his opinion, just like everybody else has got theirs. It's not against the law.
Let me read some comments from our viewers watching around the country. Kevin says, personally, I don't care who wins, but surely people should be allowed to vote for whomever they wish. After all, it's called sports personality, and Tyson's remarks are part of his personality. Martin says, Tyson Fury, I think, deserves every accolade and award for his sporting achievement. As for his utterances, well, that's another matter that shouldn't diminish or undermine the joy that he has brought to boxing enthusiasts. And Pat says, and this is an email, the words of Tyson Fury are quite frankly sick. We shouldn't tolerate his homophobia, the way we wouldn't tolerate racism or any kind of hate. His achievements as an athlete have already been recognised, but celebrating his ignorance is totally unacceptable. Is that fair?
Well, no, it's because he's not giving, you heard him say there, he's not giving his own opinion, he's going off what the scriptures say. So he lives a lot with the Bible.
For some people, the conflating of homosexuality and paedophilia. Does he understand how that can be insidious and offensive to some people?
I think a lot of things, you know, Tyson says, what he means and the way it comes out of his mouth, sometimes it can be read the wrong way. You know, of course, paedophilia is nothing like homosexuality. You know, there's a vast difference. There's no similarities whatsoever.
Well, give us an insight then, Peter, into what he was trying to say.
In the Bible, it states that, you know, homosexuality is an abomination. It states that abortion is the same, and paedophilia with children is the same. And, you know, maybe he's come to the assumption himself, you know, this is what he sees. So, you know, that's all I can say. But he's not putting them, you know, he's not saying in his own view that homosexuality is anything like paedophilia. You know, maybe he should refrain from saying that. I think he should. And I think he needs to address it properly and explain to the people out there exactly what he does mean.
Right. And apologise, possibly?
Well, yeah, if it's coming out exactly like that, that paedophilia is the same as homosexuality, then there does need to be some kind of redress.
Right. Would he come on the programme and talk about it with a British track and field athlete who, at the moment, I'm not going to name, but who's told me that he thinks he should be removed from the shortlist for Sports Personality of the Year?
I think mainly, you know, our culture and our religions is what it is, but everybody's given a free will in this world to do exactly as they want, and people's genders, behaviour should be respected. So if anybody's been put out by these comments, then they should be addressed, and Tyson needs to explain exactly what he does mean in depth.
I want to play you this clip. I mean, I know you know about this clip. It's an interview with IFL Television where he's talking about an interview he gave with a Mail on Sunday sports journalist, Oliver Holt. Our audience may not have seen it, so here it is.
Oliver Holt tried his best to get me in trouble, and it didn't work, did it? So, not really too bothered what he does, or anybody else like him. Men meet before mountains, don't they? And when they do, see Big Shane there? Have a look at Big Shane. 6'6" and 25 stone. He's going to break his jaw completely with one straight right hand. I ain't going to do it because I'll get in trouble, but the big fella there, he'll annihilate him and won it. So, and Oliver, take a good look at him, because that's the face you're going to see before you hit the deck.
I know you say that's a joke. He was joking. Tyson was joking. Does it really come across as a joke?
It does when you're watching it, and you see it on IFL London when everybody's laughing and making jokes of it. And even what Tyson's saying, you know, I wouldn't get in trouble, you know, because Big Shane would do it. He'd be had for conspiring, which is a more serious charge. So, you know, in reality of everything else, you know, he's setting off talking sensible, and then he breaks into jest. You know, these jesting remarks are being taken somewhat seriously when they shouldn't be. But also Tyson needs to realise now, but because some jesting can be taken the other way. So he needs position. He needs to really take stock of what he says and only speak what he really means rather than joking around.
And even more so now, he's in this incredibly powerful position in terms of the way people will listen to what he says because of his sporting achievement.
Look, even me, I'm his uncle. My personal opinion, homosexuality is not for me. Abortions is not for me. Death, not paedophilia is for me. But that's my personal thing. I've got nothing against anyone, nothing against homosexuals, nothing against people having abortions. That's up to them. We don't know the circumstances. Everything's all about circumstances. So this is a big free world we live in, and people should be let live their own ways, and people mainly need to keep their beliefs probably to themselves.
Have you told him that?
We've had a few discussions, and Tyson is his own man, and I think he's one of these, Tyson, where it's hard to get a grip of his personality to see exactly what he's saying, because sometimes what he truly believes comes out the wrong way. So he needs to really sit back and have a think what he says, and if it's offending people, he needs to, like I said, he needs to address it.
Thank you very much for talking to us, Peter. Thank you. Peter Fury is
Well,
Tyson Fury's uncle and his trainer. And thanks for all your comments. I've got time to read some more before the end of the programme. Talk to Dave in Reading, who we've got in touch with, who was watching this morning, watching Peter Fury earlier. Hi, Dave. Should he be removed then from the shortlist?
Well, my comment was that in order to be on Sports Personality of the Year, the person needed to have a personality, and he hasn't.
Well, I mean, according to some of our viewers, he's absolutely got a personality, so he's absolutely right to be on that shortlist.
Well, listen, I'm a boxing fan. I've boxed myself. I've been on. I've listened to people like Muhammad Ali. Now that man has a personality. How can you say that Tyson Fury has?
Well, do you find his comments unpalatable?
I do.
Yeah.
Simply because he's not explained himself.
Right. So because you find his comments unpalatable, therefore it sort of confirms for you that he doesn't have a personality because you're not that keen on him as a man. Would that be fair? I don't want to put words into your mouth.
No, that would be fair, but I don't believe he does have. He does not have a personality, and he does not put his views forward in a way that makes it palatable.
Yeah, but I mean, it's about sporting achievement, isn't it? Look at the people on there: Andy Murray, Lizzie Armistead, etc., etc. It's about their sporting achievements rather than what they're like, what their character's like, isn't it?
Well, why is it called Sports Personality?
Oh,
then?
do you know what, Dave? We have this conversation every year. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on the
Bye-bye.
programme. Nice to talk to you.